All right, guys, Kyle Chasse here. The sentiment has once again turned mega bearish, full bear. People calling for a $12,000 Bitcoin. And the hit pieces coming from Rolling Stone are in full swing, guys. We're going to cover this. We're also going to go into a little bit of technical analysis. We're going to show you if these articles are true and if we can expect to see a $12,000 Bitcoin. But most importantly, guys, I'm going to tell you about this trap that I really want to make sure that you do not fall into. And there is drama again. There is drama in the space, but this time it's not BitBoy and Hit Network, or sorry, Ben Armstrong and Hit Network. We're going to cover that a little bit, but it's just to show you where we're at in the market and what the hell is going on. All right, guys, if that sounds good to you guys, make sure you like this video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Kyle Chasse. I've been in crypto for 12 years, bringing you all the alpha on this channel that you need to survive the crypto markets and thrive in a bull market. So let's get into it, guys. Let's look at this chart here. Right now, we are, I don't know why everyone's so bearish, right? We are, yes, we broke down on the $200-day moving average, but we've been range bound here really for between $25,000 and $30,000 for 190 days. But right now, I don't see why people are so bearish. In fact, look, we just got this green candle coming back up. We're only $80 away here from the 200-day moving average. So there's really nothing to be too concerned about yet. Now, if we do break down, and we do break down below 24,800, okay, maybe we can be a little bit more concerned there. But that is the major resistance that we want to make sure that we stay above. And if we can break back up above 27,395, then things might look pretty good. But I don't expect anything major to happen. There's not a lot of volume in the markets. There's not a lot of interest. And we kind of expect things to kind of move sideways as there's not a lot of dry powder left in the retail market. And we're waiting for some sort of major catalyst to move things forward. So let's take a look here. And really what I want you guys to always do is zoom out and look at this, right? You have essentially Bitcoin, and this is going down, right? Keep in mind, this is Bitcoin at a, basically zero, right? $500. This is, this is when I got in back over here. And, I'm here right now, guys. I'm going to tell you, I'm here right now visiting family, and we're just talking, and, older, and we're talking about Bitcoin. And, they asked me when I got in, right? And I got into Bitcoin everywhere from below $100 to $400. And then the question was asked, well, did I sell when it was at 69,000? And no, I didn't, right? And hindsight looking back, it's always, of course, I wish I would have sold at 69,000 and bought back again at 3,000, right? Wish would have sold up here and then bought down here, right? That would be, the best thing that anyone could ever do. But you just can't do that. So you have to have conviction on the long-term horizon, because, if you bought down here, right? And yeah, of course, you wish you sold here in the first mega breakouts, and you wish you bought back here again, right? You wish you sold here, you wish you bought here, you wish you sold, but this is just never going to happen, guys. So we have to look at the long term, and we know what's happening, right? If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. And make sure you watch this so you get this drilled into your head. That's why I'm making this video. Oh, you guys didn't even see this. Sorry. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying is we wish we could all tie the bottom and sold the top, and bought the bottom, sold the top. But we can't, right? So we have been range bound. It's not really anything crazy, right? Between 25,000, you can see over here, 25,000 to 30,000, right? This range for 190 days. It's just going to keep chopping sideways until we either have some black swan event, which could kick things into, money printer go burr, or we don't have that. And people say that this black swan or market crash in the macro markets might not happen until 2027, which would be after the crypto bull market. But as you can see here from this chart, like, there's no better asset on the planet than Bitcoin. This year, it's the best performing asset on the planet. Bitcoin up 63%, Ethereum up 35%, NASDAQ up 30%, and S&P up 16%, gold up 4%. So you tell me, are we really in a bear market? Should we really have been so upset if we had bought in Bitcoin and you're only up 63% in the year? That's freaking phenomenal. But even though this is the case, best performing asset all year, we still have hit pieces like this from the Rolling Stone talking crap about NFTs. And it's funny, right? Because Rolling Stone, weren't you the one who did the partnership with Bored Ape and had the cover of Bored Apes talking about how phenomenal they were just a couple years ago? But I'm not going to read this, but you guys might have seen it trending on the timeline, talking about how most NFTs are dead and they're worthless and they all gone to zero. And that's true, right? I'm actually not disagreeing, but this is such a audacious article. Your NFTs are worthless, finally, totally worthless, right? And they don't understand. This just goes to show you how ignorant this author is, Miles Klee. Maybe he's doing it for clicks or just truly ignorant. But PFPs are not what NFTs were created for, right? That was kind of the first use case that created some hype, but there's actually a lot of utility in NFTs, so they clearly have no idea what's going on. Additionally, there is still activity. Yes, it is way down from before, right? Way down, but there's still activity going on, right? Just the other day, last week, there was 8,000 NFTs minted on Ethereum. There's still, this month, 31,000 NFTs minted in one day, right? 11,000 minted in one day. So, there are literally thousands of projects on the planet right now, teams building cool stuff. And a lot of it will go to zero. A lot of it will never launch. A lot of it, maybe nothing ever happens. But as we develop and as real builders build cool stuff that people want, and as our technology gets better and we start improving infrastructure and make it easier for people to use, build real use cases for NFTs, not PFPs, but things like Commonwealth is building, where you can actually do revenue share with NFTs. NFT can represent your ownership in something like a fund, for example, and then you can fractionalize that NFT to make it fractionalize and sell off portions of your position in something. There's a bunch of use cases for NFTs that they are obviously from this Rolling Stone piece just don't understand what the technology is. Now these hit pieces happen all the time. Is crypto dead? We know about the Bitcoin obituaries, where all the time there's been like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of top tier publications I've said crypto is dead, but it's not, right? We all know this. So this is the trap I don't want you to fall into, is that if you're relatively new to the space, or you don't have high conviction that this space is here to stay, these kind of things might throw you off. They might get you scared. And if you get a little bit, if something happens where you're kind of seeing all these hit pieces, crypto is dead, NFTs are dead, the space is worthless, it's full of scammers, it's never going to amount to anything, then you could be tempted to lose your bag and sell it to people like BlackRock or Michael Saylor or me. People have more conviction, and I don't want you to get scared, sell thinking that everything's going to go to zero, and then kick yourself in the ass down the line when Bitcoin is at 100,000, 150,000, 500,000. And when that happens, imagine how the alts are going to pump. It's going to be life-changing gains. So I want to go through this thread because I think it's really, really interesting. There's a whole genre of highly, and this is Spreakaway, shout out to Spreakaway. There's a whole genre of highly misleading crypto bashing clickbait research that I'd like to address since it's so dumb, but also has a tendency of being highly shared, believed among people not in crypto. And even for people who are in crypto, it's easy to fall susceptible if you don't have high conviction. And this is what I encourage all of you guys to do. Go read the Bitcoin white paper and read it again and again and again until you understand it. Go watch people like Andreas Antonopoulos, who, go watch his old videos from 2013, 14, 15, 16, where he talks about the true fundamentals and why Bitcoin's so interesting, why blockchain is interesting, why decentralized, public, open, permissionless blockchains are interesting. Go watch the Eric Voorhees talk where he just did the opening keynote at Permissionless. It gave me goosebumps. This is why we're here. This is why it's not going away. And it didn't, the internet took forever to be adopted, right? AI took over 30 years before it was finally adopted on a whole retail level. This is going to happen. And we know that people like BlackRock, Fidelity, all these ARK, all these other guys are getting into crypto. Liberty something, just like all of these ETFs, all of these institutions. And if you've been paying attention from like 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, you know that every single bank in the world has set up infrastructure to start facilitating, custodying, offering crypto Bitcoin services to their customers. When this ignites, as soon as these ETFs get through, it's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen. Because that is going to be the green light for the rest of the world, the rest of the institutions to play. And let me get through this, and then I'll go into what I was about to say. Or let me just say that because, I lost my train of thought. But let me get through this. Okay, so some examples of what he's talking about here. So 95% of crypto exchange volume is fake. 90% of DeFi trading is wash trading. 95% of NFTs are now worthless. Celebrity bought one of one NFT for $1 million and now it's worth zero. I'm sure you've seen them before, popping up on John Reed Stark's feed or highly upvoted on Reddit's, Hacker News, etc. 95% of crypto volume is fake. What the average person thinks, oh, I always knew that Bitcoin markets were all fake trading and no one can actually sell a Bitcoin for $25,000. Reality. The numbers are created by adding up all the volume claimed by tons of fake exchanges. 90% of DeFi is wash trading. What the average person thinks, DeFi is totally useless and should be banned entirely. Reality, a small cabal of scammers make 1,000 fake rug tokens you've never heard of per day, buying 100 ETH worth to paint the chart. Opinion, do we really need email if 99% of email sent just ads and boner pills, right? So like, this is exactly the case. Do we really need NFTs if 99% of them are just shitty JPEG scams? The truth is, there's really good use cases and good technology for these kind of things. 95% of NFTs are now worthless. What the average person thinks, all those suckers buying JPEGs lost all their money. Imagine buying when right-click save. Haha. Reality, most are ones that no one has heard of, that probably never had value and are no bid, but probably not zero market cap. So he just goes through a bunch of different examples, and like this is another one too. Jack's first tweet, Jack Dorsey from Twitter, right, from X, sold for $2.3 million, now worth $200. We all heard that before, right? But that's not true, because now you actually see people, there's bids in it from 10 to 100 ETH, and that person's just not willing to sell it because he knows or he feels like that's going to be very valuable one day. There was one more that I thought was really interesting too, right? Where was it about art? Yeah, a new study conducts carefully sample of appraising 1,000 drawings of school children. Nearly all are worthless, raising the question of whether any art is worth anything. So we just have to be very careful of public opinion, people who don't have good ideas or good insights into the space, and taking their word for it, right? Well, you must have conviction of the space, do your research, and understand this. Okay, let's get into some more crypto drama. I don't like to spend too much time on this stuff, but it just shows you where we are in the market, right? If you take a show, reality TV show like Big Brother in America, and you take a bunch of strangers that are probably pretty nice, and probably if they all met each other out and about, they would never fight, but they get bored, there's nothing going on, you put them in a house together, like our crypto bubble that we all live in, and people are going to start fighting because they're bored. The markets are boring. As soon as this stuff starts pumping up and people start making money, all this little bickering and fighting is going to go away. But people are just bored. Guys, try not to get caught up in the drama. Try to focus on your goals, your success. But let's take a look at this. So Christian Gill from GSR says, at DWF, DWF is his market maker, by the way. This is Andre's market making company, who is very controversial. So GSR, who's a market maker, says, DWF had absolutely no business to be on that panel. It's insulting to GSR, OKX, and Wintermute, who's another market maker, to be in the same room as DWF. It's very sad that late in 2023, bad actors like DWF can still go and get much airtime. And Garland, who's a friend of mine, says, I love drama. Get me a little shit. So, like, it's just drama. And then now you can see that, let's first go look at the response. So Andre comes back from that and says, I never thought that you could be that scared of us. Yeah, we are stronger than you in terms of tech, trading, business development, everything. Just try to compete fairly and you're gone. Yeah, if I were you, I'd also be crying all the time. Cheers. So it's just this back and forth. And then Andre, one more kind of stab at him, says, you are cooperating with competitors, LOL, complaining around like a kid, and you name us a bad actor, okay, but our market maker is that great that we are eating your market share like a birthday cake, and you can do nothing with it. See your CV in my mailbox soon. Good night. I mean, I don't know what's going on here with the drama. I don't know if DWF is legit or not. I've heard a lot of crazy things, but people talk in the space, and when they've got, when people get really big and successful, they talk crap about them too. So, just like Mario here, who you see hosting, like, he a lot of people talk crap about him when he got big and successful. Like, I've had plenty of people throw shade my way as well. Like, space is boring. People are gonna get bored and talk crap about each other. And you can see this is kind of where we are in the market today. So given the current and recent timeline events between exchanges, market maker firms, and general behavior sentiment of crypto Twitter, We are quite likely in the anger frustration stage of the cycle. Boredom and irrational decision making either leads to capitulation events like in 2018, or capitulation from irrationality in the market like the second half of 2019. Either way, it's a good opportunity to take in the markets after this, probably within the next 6 months. So this goes back to what a lot of people are saying, and kind of the whole idea behind today's show is on the long time frame. I'm incredibly bullish on the long time frame. I think that in 1 year from now, so September 2024, my bet is that we're going to be at least back to all-time highs, right? But does that mean that in the short term, in the next 1 to 12 weeks, could we see capitulation? Yes. Would it make sense? Actually, yes, because the Federal Reserve needs an excuse to turn the money printers back on to pump the markets like crazy. And so we could very well see that, right? But are you going to catch the bottom? Are you going to be the one who is lucky enough to come back in here and time all this? Are you actually going to be the one who comes in and let's see, this is the 2020 COVID crash, right? Right in here. So are you going to be the one who comes in here and just scoops up this? But it happens very fast. When you have capitulation, these black swan events, it happens very, very fast. And so are you going to be trading? I don't know. Like, you can try to trade this stuff, but it's risky. It's dangerous, right? You can try to short Bitcoin. I think that's always a very dangerous idea. But the whole point, guys, the whole point of this is really do your research, really have conviction, keep watching this channel, keep studying, share with me in the comments below if you think I missed anything or if you disagree with me. Guys, I will catch you on the next one. See ya.